So I'm gonna tell y'all how to make your habits, your grind, everything more enjoyable, your life more enjoyable, anything. And that's fairly simple, bro. Just reduce your instant gratification. Now, I'm gonna go for a rent for a little bit, okay? Me, you know, when I started in the beginning on self improvement, like I didn't really like working out, meditating, like, all those things. I had to force myself to do them. I had to force myself because I still had video games. Like sometimes instead of working out, I said like, oh, I can just play video games, and I played video games, and I didn't work out for the day. And what's crazy about this is, I choose to play Xbox instead of working out, but working out is gonna make me feel better and make me feel more happy than playing Xbox. And a lot of people, because it's instant gratification, they think it's gonna make them happy. But the answer is yes, but for 90 seconds or for like 1 minute, that's you're gonna be happy for like not much, and then you're gonna feel bad. Like every time I spend some time on some entertainment or whatever it is, like even if I spend like sometimes I just spend 30-40 minutes on my computer and I start feeling bad and negative. I don't know why, but life when you're not stimulated by all this technology is 1,000 times better, bro. 1,000 times better. It's the same for eating, okay? For your diet, okay? You reduce the food that is stimulating, which means sugar, which means processed food, which means pretty much like just processed food in general and sugar, okay? Once you remove those things, all the other foods becomes way more enjoyable and it becomes good. For example, me, my story was as a kid, my mom told me this, like as a kid, I used to not want to eat anything, okay? I mean, it wasn't like 100% my fault because when you get feed like something like processed food and then you try to put on vegetables, like no, I'm not gonna eat vegetables if you just gave me some McDonald's. But I went from someone who hated fruits. Like fruits was one of the things that every time I ate I was gonna throw up. Okay, I went from that into like loving all the foods, even fruits. I love all the foods. You know, it's crazy, but even something like fish is one of my favorite food. You know, in the past I used to hate fish. I'll never want to eat fish. Pretty much any food I used to not like, except if it was processed in some like hamburgers and fries and all those things. But once I removed those things, some of the foods like fruits that I usually throw up became like candies to me. Literally, bro. Like I used to go like eat like I used to, for example, eat dates. Dates is like high in sugar. I mean, naturally, like it's a fruit, okay. I used to eat like, I used to force myself to eat them because I mean I didn't really like them and everything. They had like a sort of like different taste. And once I basically um cut off like all the fake sugar and everything, like dates used to be like something that didn't taste sweet to me up until now it's too sweet for me that I don't even eat much. It's crazy like this, but life has become way better. Okay, you think like, oh, he's deprived, he doesn't eat sugar, or he's deprived, he doesn't get on technology. No, bro, life gets way better. Okay, life, it's crazy. Just yesterday I was with my sister and we just literally just straight talked for like 30 minutes or an hour to an hour, bro. Just straight talk about like memories, like experiences, and I had so much fun. Why? Because there was no stimulation waiting for me. There was no like, oh, I'm gonna watch Netflix in 15 minutes, so I cannot talk for more than 15 minutes. No, bro. There was no, I'm gonna go and eat some food in 15 minutes. No, bro. There was not that. So I actually love just talking, bro. I just love talk. I literally just talked about things and had so much fun, and it felt good. It felt like, yeah, it gave me like a boost in happiness, because once you're not waiting for stimulation, you're also mindful. You're in the present moment. You're not thinking about anything else. You're thinking about what you're doing at the moment. And it's crazy, bro, because I realized this. I'm not as stimulated as I was in the past. I just dropped Netflix and I felt so happy, okay? Because I used to watch like anime on Netflix, but I realized like I can just read it online. It doesn't really matter. Like at first, it's crazy because I had like a debate with myself, because I use Netflix like very. I used to use Netflix very like wisely, I guess. Only do 2 hours per week, which will be like Sunday and Monday. I'll listen to 1 hour each. To me it was Naruto, okay. But then like kind of got boring, bro. It was just like fillers and everything. Like it doesn't really matter, but it was just like some random episodes. And not only that, it's just like once I stopped like watching Netflix for like 1 month, and then I go back and then I stop for 1 month, and every time I go back for 1 month, like every time I listen, it's not even that fun. Like I listen to, even if it's anime or anything, it's not even that fun, bro. Like it feels boring and it feels like a waste of time. But I was like, I just want to finish this thing, but it would have took me 2 years with the pace I'm going at. It will take me 2 years. I don't want to wait until I'm 20 years old to drop Netflix. So I just dropped it, bro. I was like, oh, but I still want to have like the sounds and the voices and the characters and everything. But I was like, bro, you're attached to something like this. You don't even care about the movies that you watched in your childhood. Why would you care about this in the future? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna drop it. Uninstall Netflix yesterday. Bro, it felt free. Now what I do instead, which is kind of like less dopamine, and what I realized is, what you gotta realize is, once you lower your dopamine, it becomes more boring, but at the same time it becomes like everything besides that becomes more fun. Because I can go and start living my sort of like quote unquote normal life that I used to live in the past, and just go on my computer and play Minecraft all day long, and then eat some junk food, and then eat this and that. Like many people think like that makes you happy because quote unquote stimulated, because you're like having quote unquote fun, because Minecraft is fun, eating junk food is fun, like you're treating yourself good. But the thing is, many people don't realize this is, actually, bro, you become less happy. You become less happy, bro. Once you're too stimulated, you become less happy. You think someone who has nothing to do all day long and just stares at a wall is like someone, a monk who does nothing all day but maybe stare at things, meditate, yoga or something. You think like he's bored and he doesn't like his life or something, but no, bro. He actually likes more his life than someone who's constantly, constantly stimulated, constantly on his computer playing Minecraft like me, and then eating some junk food, and then doing all those instant gratification habits. Bro, I can tell you, someone who lives a life that is not stimulated might seem crazy to you, but it's actually way better. Like, if you try yourself, you might feel bored, okay? You might feel like it's just like a waste of time, because you're basically just like this. Like, at first, you're gonna be like so bored, you're just gonna watch time and just watch time go by and everything. But then one of the most powerful things, I don't care if I say this 1,000 times, but you start like really, this is what I was gonna talk about in the video. You start really like enjoying the little things, and not just the little things, but you start enjoying, like you start getting excited about things. Like right now and yesterday, I found out that I could write a book. I was reading a book about business and like sales funnels and everything, marketing, and I realized I could do that thing right now. I could literally write myself a physical book and give it for free, and like with free shipping, with shipping costs, but it doesn't really matter. But I found out that I could do that thing, and all I had to do was just work on it and provide as much value. And bro, I'm hyped right now to just work on that today. I'm gonna work on that today, maybe in like 4 hours or something. But I'm so hyped to just work on that. I'm so hyped just to read my book. I'm so hyped to literally work out. I'm so hyped. Like I'm getting hyped to do the things that most people find boring, bro. That's powerful. Like if you see life as like a competition against, like some people like to say it like this, like they see, oh, you must compete in business there and everything, which is true. Some people say like you must compete against yourself and get better than yourself, and so you can really improve, which is true also. But bro, imagine you're in business, right? Imagine you're in business. I don't want you to compare yourself to other people, but imagine you're in business and you're like competing against like 10 uh business, but only, like, let's say like only the business owner works, okay? Only the business owner, like if you are the business only, you're the only one who works. Now imagine like all those 10 business had people that were eating junk food, people that play video games all day long, people that they have an interest in business, but they're just constantly stimulated. But you live like not a monk, but you live, let's say, like a modern monk, and you reduce your dopamine intake. You do the 80-20 for your dopamine, okay, for the instant gratification. So you keep 20% of the instant gratification that gives you 80% of the fun, okay? Now you do this, but you're gonna destroy your competition. Like, I know, like, it might sort of like motivated you because you're like, oh, I can just get better than everyone, and but you're like, bro, I shouldn't compare myself to other people. But bro, let's be honest, bro. If let's say the other 10 businesses had the same sort of like lifestyle as you, or even better, they were not stimulated. They were constantly reading books on business. They were constantly, trying new things, split testing, trying learning about marketing, going outside in nature, doing some mindfulness. Now, bro, you having money is gonna be a hard thing. You making money in your business is gonna be way harder than if no, they had like a sort of like degenerate lifestyle where they just were constantly stimulated by instant gratification. So that's how you sometimes you gotta see it, bro. If you want to make money, bro, there's still competition. If you wanna, let me think. If you wanna be the best basketball player, then if everyone is trash, then yes, you're gonna be the best basketball player. But if everyone is good, then it's gonna be harder to become the best basketball player. That's how you gotta see it, okay? So that's it for the vid.